Hi lovely friends, here's a sneak peek of this birdhouse that fell in an acrylic painting and then was transformed with seashells and acrylic paint into this beautiful little birdhouse for our garden. Thank you so much to Jill and Linda. Your support means the world, and thank you so much to my subscribers, everyone that's here watching today. Really appreciate you. So today I've got something really unique for you, this rustic little birdhouse. You could do something in your garden and make a little home for your birds with some really simple items around your home or garden. So this one started off as a complete disaster. I had a painting that I'd just done. I went to go and reach for my birdhouse and it fell in my painting. Oh my god! I really like that painting as well. It's a tiny canvas, as you can see. And then I thought, you know what? Go for it. And so I'm dipping the roof in the painting and quite enjoying the pattern that I'm seeing on the painting and on the roof. And I was just thinking, well, roof's brown. The painting was on the roof. Let's just go with it. So I ended up just having fun with it, and I thought, well, the roof could be brown. And I ended up just dipping and playing with the colours, and I'm just looking at all these little patterns forming, and I'm really liking the pattern on the canvas. I ended up scraping the canvas, but I wanted to use every last bit of paint up. I don't like wasting paint at all, even the drips I tend to keep. And I'm forming little patterns and having fun with it, and I'm playing with this for a little while now, where I just see all the creams and the golds and the browns, and I end up using all the paint that I could do from the canvas, and I'm covering the bottom and giving it a real layer. And then I'm going to start building up colour. So I'm starting off with green, and I've got this green is called emerald green. It's quite bright, and I'm layering the colours, just giving this real base of green and going over and over and over it to create like an ombre. And when you get a brush like this, it's quite a small brush in proportion to the birdhouse. It's quite a good size, and it sort of allows you those backwards and forward strokes, so you're not having too much of a build up of paint, and at the same time you're creating an ombre effect. And then when I get a bit of darker paint on my brush, I'm just going with it and just doing layers and layers, and then in between I was leaving it to dry and coming back, because you can get a bit too much paint after a while. I decided to get a really nice, and this is one of my favourite colours, this is the Green Blue by Pebeo. It makes a lovely sky colour. And then I got my golden colour, which is golden teal, and I used that on top of it to give it like an oceanic sort of feel to it. And I was thinking, I want to make a bird beach hut. Because I live near the sea. I've got 4 beaches within a mile of my house, and we can just about see it. We're on top of a hill and we can just see the sea, and I just thought it'd be so nice to do something. And my lovely friend Colin, I've had a couple of friends give me some shells, and these shells are from all over the world, from New Zealand, Australia, and I've also sourced them from a couple of other places online, and I've got this little collection, and they've been in a jar for ages, and I thought, you know what, let's just use them. So at this stage I don't know what I'm doing. All I know, as in with the shells and what I'm going to do with the outside of the birdhouse, all I know is as I go along I'm just wanting to add a bit more and adding a bit more, and sometimes you need to know when to stop. And I'll leave that up to you as to whether you think I should have stopped or not. I loved the outcome. Part of me wishes I hadn't put sand on the outside, or the little grainy stones, but part of me loves it. And then I ended up just completely going with it, so I'm going to leave that little surprise as to what I did a little bit later on. So enjoy the process as I create this ombre effect with my acrylic paint. All the paints that I'm using haven't got any pouring medium or anything like that, they're just straight from the tube, and I'm just using the colours that I've got around me to create an ombre effect, layering and layering and layering. And the colours that I use are blues and greens and a little bit of brown. I'm trying to keep it really earthy because I know that birds love it, and I did end up using a little bit of Golden's bronze. And the white there, that was a tiny bit that I used of a bit of a leftover paint, which was more liquid. And can you see as I start to spread that, how it really helps? Because I was thinking that some of the tube paint was a little bit dry. And by using some of the white, a tiny drop, it really added something to it. So enjoy the process, enjoy the music, and I'll come back shortly as I show you the next stage. So my little birdhouse is dry, and I'm really loving the lime I added at the end and some of the lighter blues. And I've got these shells, and I thought I'd make a little roof. And so I get about doing it with a little bit of glue and the shells. It didn't take much to put them all in place, and I'm layering them and discovering how to do it as I go along. I've never done this before, and I decided to use the thicker edge of the shell towards the top, going down to the more pointy edge. So I'd love to know what you think, and whether you've tried this before, or whether you've seen anything like this before. As I'm creating this, I'm thinking this could be a little beach hut for the birds. We used to have great tits nesting every year apart from this year. We've got 3 cats that have started to come into the garden. They're all really gorgeous cats, and I love black cats. Be careful what you wish for, because birds and cats don't go well together. And so we're also taking the wall down where the birds were nesting in that particular birdhouse, but it's probably not the best position now, because even though Steve has ingeniously put different bars in the way that the cats can't go too near the house, when the birds fly out, they're going to need space for a few days before they fly off. So we're going to have to think about that. We might cordon off the palm tree if the birds take to it. We'll see. But this little beach hut for the birds, I'm just hoping one day we'll have a lovely little family of birds nesting in it. So thank you so much for being here today, and I'd love to know what you think about this fun little project. Would you give it a try? You can probably get a wooden birdhouse from lots of different arty craft stores. This is acrylic paint, a little bit of glue and some shells to bring out the character and to give it a bit of character. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps support my channel. And here's the birdie beach hut in the palm tree. What do you think? Hopefully we'll get one of those little naughties visiting soon. So thank you so much for being here and sharing this art journey with me. It's such a joy to share creativity with you and to hear about what you're creating. So don't forget that your art is a piece of you. Thank you so much for being here, and let me know what you're up to. I love hearing what you're creating. So take good care, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.